Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the old lady, and this is the Rambler, episode 25. You gotta have heart. This is, of course, a reference to a song. I don't even know what it's from. Maybe it's from Annie or something. It's from some musical. You gotta have heart, miles and miles and miles of heart, and so on. It was meant to be a little pun on the fact that our new goalkeeper was going to be none other than Joe Hart, whom we'd signed when his contract ran out at Man City. Or so we thought. And then cruel reality in the form of MLS's bizarre system of rules set in. And here's the weird part. Let me see if I can figure it out. How to show you here. Okay. We are still... Dielna transferred out on July 1st. So I thought that meant that they would take his salary out of the salary cap because we're not paying it anymore. Somebody else is paying his salary now, the new team that he went to. Not so much lucky with that. Turns out they don't take it out because he's a designated player, and that means his contract is guaranteed, and in some manner that means it has to count against the salary cap for the whole freaking season. So I didn't get to have Joe Hart because I don't have room under the salary cap for my third designated player. I'm very, very deeply frustrated by this. If it wasn't just a foreign player transfer window, I would have probably sold one of my players in order to clear some salary space so that I could then sign Joe Hart. But it is in fact a foreign transfer window only. So I would have to sell whoever it is outside of the US, and it's just awkward, and I'm just deeply frustrated, that's all. That's all I gotta say. I'm deeply, deeply frustrated. We got... I'm just so frustrated. So frustrated. So, anyway, let's get on with some games or something, because that's just depressing stuff. Let's see where we are here. Oh, I've got another match in 4 days. Well, why did I start this then? Because that seems a little bit silly. Why don't I stop this here, and we'll come back in a moment when I've actually got myself appropriately prepared. Alright? See you soon. Hello, and we're back. So, I've been doing some fiddling, and I made a trade, some stuff, and I've offered Joe Hart another contract. Now, how I accomplished this, if you're wondering in terms of registration and so on, I first, Juan Agudelo had been playing like crap for us all year. He'd played 9 games with a 6.5 average. He had not scored or set up a goal in all that time. He was clearly disillusioned. I don't know why. Anyway, he didn't seem to mind. He was very flattered by the interest being shown in him and showing some interest himself in being transferred to somebody. So, I thought, well, what the heck? He's on a contract that has a salary impact of $375,000. So if I happen to take him out of the lineup, then voila, we've got a little more space under the salary cap. Hooray! Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite exactly that way because I forgot that I needed another international slot, because for some reason we're showing as having 8 internationals already, although as best I can count it, there's only 7. And you can see them all on this screen. Nemeth, Kwasi, Coffee, Antonio, Wellington, Mopai, Dawan. That's it. There aren't any others. The rest of these guys are all American. So I don't know where that 8th international is, or who that 8th international is. But what I did was, I traded a couple of draft picks that I'd picked up from somebody else to somebody else for an international slot. That's what I did. So now you can see I have a maximum of 9 internationals. That's only good for this year, but that's okay. I can worry about next year. And surely it's not going to be that hard to find somebody who will be able to give me an international slot. So I'm not too worried about that. But I don't know if we're going to get him, because he's also got offers now on the table from Inter and Benfica and a couple of other places. But we've given him everything that he wants. He already speaks the language. I think he's interested. I don't know. We're going to find out. But first, we're going to go back and play this game. And unfortunately, as you can see, Neil Mopai is injured. So we're going to bring in Fagundes from Mopai, and we're going to put Fagundes where Nemeth is, and put Nemeth up front. But we're going to keep Mopai on the bench. He's got specialized equipment to allow him to play. I think. Didn't I? Or did I not? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. A gashed head. Yes, protective gear. Yes, I did. Alright, so he has got protective gear for it. But I'll keep him just for, a sub anyway. I don't want to... We'll let him play the last 15 minutes or something if he's needed. But otherwise, we'll let him sit. And I think that's all I need to do. I want to make sure I save it, because we've made all these, transfer movings and wheelings and dealings and so on, and I would hate to lose them all if we had a crash during the game, which does happen when I have OBS on. It has most certainly happened to me before. I don't know why the two don't seem to want to play very well together on my laptop, but sometimes they don't. And Vegas Pro, well, Vegas Pro and Football Manager do not play well together. In fact, we have to keep them separate on the playground because they are dangerous to one another. Something about an OpenGL driver or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but there's some sort of conflict between Vegas Pro and Football Manager, and they just don't get along. It's very sad. In my head, where they're not programs, but kindergartners or something. Sorry about the boring part where we saved it. I usually like to do that off camera, but I forgot to this time, and I don't want to make a mistake, because I made enough mistakes recently, like having my mic unplugged. I was just making sure. And, having the mute button get pushed. Just making sure. But everything's come good. So here we go, hopefully with the last game with Cody Cropper in goal. We've got the New York Red Bulls in the league. They are 7th in the Eastern Conference. 30 points, 10 points behind us with 2 games. We have 2 games in hand. So we're in good shape over them. We're at home, and I think we've got a shot at beating them. Here's the team. Cropper with Farrell, Wellington, Antonio, Gaddis, Dajuan behind Kwasi and Wen, Fagundes on the left, Bushway on the right, and Nemeth up front. Mopai is on the bench with his special face mask in case we need him. I don't want to take a risk of, him getting a permanent facial injury or something and becoming super ugly and unmarketable. That would suck. Let's prove a point. Not really much. Well, that's okay. Let's see how we get on. Tunnel. There won't be any problems. I'm happy we had something we wanted to get out of the deal and elements we weren't prepared to part with that we managed to hold on to. I'm sure they'll miss a player of his caliber. I think we've got enough going for us here to keep our best players. I mean, yes, he has got a low release clause, but I don't see him being in a hurry to get out of here. We are first. looking strong for a decent shot at the MLS Cup, if not the Supporters' Shield as well. And we've got another game in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup in this episode. In fact, the second match of this episode will be that cup match. Woo-hee! Winley! What a free kick! That was exciting. Just steps up and pow! Curls it into the top corner. That was just beautiful. We are thrashing them. They haven't had a shot yet. That's crazy. And I don't mean a shot on goal, I mean a shot. Oh, and another goal. This time Bushway? Yes. Like I said, when Nimitz plays up front, he doesn't tend to score a lot playing up front, but he does get assists. I don't know why that is, but he seems to turn provider when you play him as a striker. It's a strange thing, but there it is. Goalkeeper really should have done better with that. I mean, let's be clear. But as Lelujo would say, El Robles in the goal there. God forbid we call him Robles. Happy with the way things are going, or don't get complacent? I think I'm just going to say I'm happy. We really are dominating the game so far. Oh, they did get a shot before the end of the half. It wasn't on target and it was from outside the box, but they did take a shot sort of vaguely toward the net. Oh, they're going to make another one. Missed. Yellow card for Nimitz. That sort of increases my chance that I might take him off. Okay. Let's see. Not much going on up front there. Or in this half, I mean. You know, little bits and pieces there and there, but not really anything that's going to knock your socks off. Let's have Nyasi on the left. Good man. And it looks like Winley is the most tired on the bench, on the field, so let's let him come out for Rowe. And that will do nicely. Let them play the last 10 minutes. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Yeah. Like I said, a fairly quiet second half. And there you go. A solid 2-0 win. I am very pleased with that. Well done, boys. Good lad. Good win for us. Thank you. Everybody happy? Good. And there we go. So now I'm going to pop over to the, let's just quickly have a peek at that. So he's unhappy about how we played. Not one shot on goal allowed. I am very pleased with that. Winley had a good solid game. Aaron Bushway has been very good. I cannot speak highly enough of him. Winley, I don't know. He was okay. Preki. I mean, he was good, but Portland boss Preki. The Croatian wants to poach my player, does he? We'll see about that. I'm going to stop this here, and I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. It's time for the cup match. And we don't yet have Joe Hart. He's still considering offers from several teams. I'm still hoping. So Cody Cropper gets the start again today. And as you can see, we're going to be starting because Wellington and Dawan, if you remember, were both sent off. No, hang on, you didn't see that game. Oh, I have to show you the last cup match. Yes, New York. I didn't show you this result. My goodness, what a game. We scored in the 57th minute. Looked good. Then Wellington Perlito got sent off in the 62nd minute. They scored 5 minutes later to tie it up. Then just before the end of the game, Dawan gets sent off, and we're down to 9 men, and we're headed to extra time. And darned if we didn't play through extra time and get to penalties and win on penalties, 4-1, I think it was. And get to carry on in the cup despite having 2 men sent off and spending literally an hour with at least with 10 or fewer men. It's just crazy. So I don't know how we did it really. Obviously Antonio played a whale of a game, and not only just getting the goal, but he played very well defensively as well. Yeah, we just somehow or other pulled it off. I'm not sure exactly how. But it does mean that Dawan and Wellington are suspended for this game. So that's why we have Cropper, Farrell, Bedoya, Antonio Gaddis, Caldwell behind Kwasi and Coffey. Winley just got injured. He's out for a month. So I didn't actually want Coffey in there. I want Rowe in there. Where is he? Rowe. There you go. All right. Bushway on the right, Fagundes on the left, Mopai up front. We are ready to go. Let's roll it. Squad number to somebody. Okay. Oh, you're not having 10. 23. That'll do nicely. All right. Dressing room. Prove a point today, huh? How about we owe Atlanta? Oh, we like that. We do like that. Alrighty. Oh, I have to drop Nemeth because I can only have 5 foreign players on the team. Why isn't that an answer? It's something which adds a little bit more incentive to the match. Alright, sorry, this episode is going to be a bit longer just because there's been a bit of waffling about transfers and stuff, as well as the actual 2 games. So I'm sorry about that. I assume this is going to pop out at 25 or closer to 30 minutes by the time I'm done. For which I apologize. I do try and keep them down to in the 20 to 25 minute range. Wow. Talk about unselfish by Mopai. Did you see that run? He ran all the way down to the line, cut it back, beat his man. Here, he picks it up in his own half. Runs whoosh, right through that guy, round whoosh, that guy, and passes it to Bushway for the easy goal. I mean, instead of taking it on himself, he could have easily done so, but unselfishly, he passes off after doing all the work and gives the glory to somebody else. I'm so glad we bought him. He's been so good for us. There you go. Caldwell takes the ball away. Mopai, Fagundes. Inside for... who is that? I don't know. But doesn't matter. Guzan's got the ball. Oops. Come on, let's close down, guys. Nope. Yeah, Caldwell made a mistake. Right there. And that led to the goal. Make changes. Caldwell's been booked as well, so he'll probably need to be told to ease off. No, not yet. Goal kick. Confirm changes. That's what I wanted to see. Although poor Scotty Caldwell's having a rough game. That was not good. I am far from pleased with what I just saw from this team. And Caldwell has been crap enough that I think I'm bringing him off. For coffee. Hand over to assistant. And the team talk. Start the second half. Let's see what you guys can do with a little bit more motivation. Oh, you can give the ball away. I don't mean to disappoint, guys, but you were able to do that last half. I'm not sure you're following me completely when I say I want something different. That means not like last half. Mopai, Bushway. Oh, Fagundes lofts it over. Too bad. Fagundes not really having a great game. So let's get him a rest. Should I play the kid Basuljevic? Or shall I play Villarreal? Or more likely, Nassi? Row. Nope. Yes! Nassi, the sub, comes on and gets us a second goal. A terrible turnout in the stands today. We only got something like 11,000 tickets sold. We usually sell 19 or 20. And do I have another warm body for the midfield? I do not. So that means it's Basuljevic time. Wow. Boy, I hope you can do your job, kid. I know you're not a ball-winning midfielder. How about if we swap you over here? I guess that's a little less alien to you. Great time to make your debut, kid. Bushway. Oh! That would have been a nice way to make his debut as well, with a pass that led to a goal. Coffee. Come on, Coffee, find someone, buddy. No, that's not what I meant. I was sort of thinking of somebody on our team. Good header away. Good save. 10 minutes. Oh, what were you doing? Farrell just watched that go over his head. Oh, they've called a penalty? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Looks like we're going to extra time. Or are we? Over. Come on, boys. Oh, boy. Super tiredness, that's what we need. Andrew Farrell has not played especially well. And I think I get an extra sub in injury time. No. I thought I did, but I guess I don't, apparently. That's different. I could have sworn in the last round we got to make a sub. Nope, I guess not. Alright then. You guys are just gonna have to let your legs... Passionate. Come on, let's go get them. I got a few of them. Oh boy. Start the extra time, second half. Yes, I guess so, huh? At least we're the ones having shots in the extra time so far. What is that? I think we're going to penalties again. Oh, please don't do that. Oh, we're gonna get another red card. Oh. Well, there's nothing much to be done about it. Let's just go. Bedoya with a good header away. Nyasi picks it up. Mupai. Past his man. Into the box and shoots wildly. Oh dear. Come on, you guys. One more. Just give me one more goal. Nope. Nope. Oh, this is gonna go well. Ooh! I'll take that for a start. Come on, Kellen. You've been aching for first team action. Show me you deserve it. That's not how. Yes! It's going to be the penalty shootout of total ineptitude. Hey, Mopai! And it's 1-0 after 2 penalties each. Wow. They really are struggling. And now they have to score both remaining ones just to stay in. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. They missed all 4 penalties. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm going to have to say that was a good win for us. In the end, despite some wobbles, that's the second penalty shootout we've managed to get through. Did not expect that. 4 missed penalties. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So we won as 9 men, we won as 10 men. I wonder if we can win with 11. Either Chicago Fire or Dallas in the final. Oh, so I see. We'll play Real Salt Lake in the semifinal. Okay. Vasiljevic came on as his debut. Yes, he's going to get banned. Yes, we're going to issue a warning. Yes, we're going to confirm that. Bushway on form. He had a goal. If I can say he was good in front of goal, then we can be a happy camper. There we go. He accepts his warning and will try and do better. That's all we can ask for, really, isn't it? And there we go. Oh, wait. That was silly. We want to know when we're coming back, don't we? So let's take a second and figure that out. I think given that we're having fun with the cup this year, let's go with Real Salt Lake and Chicago. Because Chicago is a rival, Philadelphia isn't, and Chicago's away and Philadelphia's at home. So let's take the second game out of this possible pairing, and we'll take Real Salt Lake at home and Chicago Fire away. That should give us a good episode, I think. Now, we need to put that thing back up. Well, hello. I want to say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. I hope you don't mind hitting like, subscribe, following me on Twitter, supporting me on Patreon. Any of those things would make me happy. Even dropping a comment, that would do a nice thing. That would make a nice comment, a nice, boost in my day. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day, and take care.